What's up, y'all? It's Saturday with Men's Room FTM, and this week's topic is names. The questions are: how did you choose your name? What other choices did you have before you settled on one? And did your family have any influence on your name? Well, for my first name, Devin, I chose it sort of randomly. It was pretty funny. I was sitting at my desk, summer going into my sophomore year, and the name Devin just popped into my head. So I started calling my friends and texting them and asking them, what they thought about the name. Did they think it fit for me? And I even threw a couple decoy names in there, like choose between Sean, Devin, and Jonathan. And they all chose Devin. So that was even more affirmation that I wanted to go by that. And it wasn't until like a year later that I actually looked up what it meant. And it means poet or bard. And a bard in like ancient times would go from town to town reciting poetry and playing a musical instrument. And the name is of Irish and Gaelic origin. And that ended up being very significant to me because poetry is something that makes up the core, a part of the core of my life. I remember in the 6th grade, I started writing poetry because a teacher, my 6th grade teacher, sort of introduced me to the idea that I could even do it. And really, throughout my life, it's been a steady source of, I don't want to say support, but a steady outlet for all of my thoughts, things that I couldn't verbalize or was having a hard time dealing with. Like, poetry has gotten me through some of the hardest moments and some of the happiest moments of my life. So the fact that Devin means poet for me is just like, it's amazing, and I think it couldn't be more fitting. I was reflecting on this with a friend and just thinking about how without poetry in my life, I don't even know or think I could be here right now, because it really has held me together in a lot of places. So the name Devin means a ton to me. And then my middle name, Aaron, which I chose not too long ago, like fall semester of this year. It means mountain of strength. And Aaron was the brother of Moses, and he was the first high priest of Israel. And that name, my middle name, I actually did search for with my friend Sasha. And I wanted to stick with Aaron because well, one, it means mountain of strength, but most importantly for me, that he was the brother of Moses. And clearly Moses was a trailblazer in religion, and I think one of the major patriarchs of Christianity and Judaism. And I want to be a minister, and my goal is to sort of be like Moses' brother, who took the reins once Moses had passed on, and began to sort of establish things. He was the first high priest of Israel, and I'm hoping to sort of establish a new order of openness and positivity within the religious world, within the world in general. So Aaron means a lot to me. And mountain of strength, I feel like I've had to be really, really strong for myself throughout my life. So again, I think that's fitting, and I like it. Devin, Aaron, I think it sounds nice together too. So what other choices did I have? Aaron, I didn't really have any other choices. We were just scrolling down the baby name page, and so there was nothing else that I was really hardcore about, so Aaron was fitting. And then, did my family have any influence on my new name? None whatsoever. Not my biological family, at least. Because most of them don't know I'm trans, and if they do, it's not something we discuss, and they're not positive about it, so they were not included in that process. But my friends, who I consider my family, did have an influence, clearly. As I said before, they helped me search for it. Yep, so that's it. That's my names: Devin, Aaron, blah blah blah. And yep, I guess that's it. Next week's topics are, I think, resources and transition plans. So check those out. I hope y'all are enjoying the channel, and have a good rest of y'all weekend. Peace.